nämlich noch ein Video bekommen von der höheren wirtschaftlichen Lehranstalt von St. Peter bei St. Jakob im Rosental, die auch gefragt wurden, was ist denn Ihre Vision für die Zukunft des Zusammenlebens, für die Zukunft der slowenischen Jugend in Kärnten. Und Sie werden merken, dass das viel weniger utopisch ist als alles, was wir in der Diskussion angesprochen haben und viel weniger utopisch als die ersten Videobeiträge, die wir gesehen haben. Dieses Video ist wohl eher ein Wachrütteln, ja, und eine Mahnung daran, die Initiativen, die wir jetzt besprochen haben und den Aufruf, Taten statt Worte auch ernst zu nehmen. Aber lassen Sie sich selbst von dem Video überraschen. Ich sage Ihnen zu Beginn einleitend nur so viel zum besseren Verständnis. Es ist die Umsetzung eines Textes, der im Englischen titelt mit A Wanderer in the Atom Age, von einem slowenischen Autor im Jahr 1959 geschrieben, als eine Reflexion auf die mögliche Entwicklung der Menschheit. Also die Idee, wenn wir so weitermachen, wo endet denn unsere Geschichte? Und mit dem Hinweis auf den Reisenden, der durch das Atomzeitalter sich bewegt, ist schon einiges gesagt. Und jetzt darf ich Sie bitten, das Video zu zeigen.
A wanderer went through the atom age and watched how the trees were flying away from it. He hurried after them.
Don't go, trees. If you go, the shadows will go. And if they go, where would I, a wanderer, rest, weary of walking through the atom age?
But the trees with their shadows fled and fled.
Don't go, don't go.
The wanderer called after them.
If you go, the gardens too will go, since they belong for you. And if the gardens go, the birds will also go, since they belong for them. And if trees, gardens, and birds go, love too will go, and if love goes.
Still the trees did not listen. They fled and fled, abandoning the atom age.
A wanderer went through the atom age, and once he was fairly high up, he looked down where the atom age lay. Everywhere, far as the eye could reach, concrete and iron and concrete, in all sorts of shapes, which the neon lights were casting long, immovable shadows across time. The wanderer was watching all this, and when he thought how useless his heart was amidst it all, he shed a tear. It fell upon the ground, and a bird which stood there drank it, and having drunk it, said,
"Bitter is your tear. Why is it so bitter?"
And before the wanderer could say his usual, "Don't know," the bird was dead. He took it in his hand and carried it down where the atom age lay, to bury it. But all in vain, everywhere concrete and iron, only iron and concrete, and not enough earth breeding flowers and birds, to make a bird's grave and plant a flower upon it.
A wanderer ran through the atom age and met a traveler who said to him,
Whither bound?
I've no idea.
Nor have I.
Then come with me. We'll land up somewhere.
and they went. A third drawing joined them, without asking their direction, glad to find at last what seemed to be the way. And so it was with the fourth, the sixth, the 10th, the 1,000th, and the 100,000. Then the first wanderer asked the second,
Where are these people off to? They follow us.
Don't they know we have no idea of the way?
They don't.
We'd better tell them.
On no account.
he said.
They'd kill us if we did.
We better part, each going his own way.
And they parted. But behind them there arose such pandemonium as shook the entire atom age. All were crawling as to which of the roads taken by those two was the right one. And even before our wanderer could get far enough to escape the bloodshed, blood began to flow. Despaired by it, he stood on the outskirts of time and stared down at the atom age, so sad that grief itself no sheet away.
A wanderer went through the atom age and stumbled over a threshold.
What is beyond?
He asked.
Solitude,
And what is in solitude?
truth,
The wanderer stared and thought, shall I cross it? But then a news vendor came by, shouting,
All military conscripts, report at once! War has been declared upon Solitude!
and soon after that the wanderer crossed the threshold, a helmet on his head. A wanderer went through the atom age and saw a girl who sat by the asphalt road.
Sit by me,
She said,
then we can wait together for the spring.
What shall we do if the spring comes?
We will lie down among the daffodils and daisies and look at some white cloud or other. And if it rains, we will close our eyes and let the drops fall on our eyelids, weary of waiting.
And indeed, the spring did come. They both lay down among the daffodils and daisies and looked up at the white cloud. It was a cloud like all clouds from the beginning of time, and the rain was such as any rain from the beginning of time, only that together with it, on their eyelids, weary of waiting, trickled death.
A wanderer went through the atom age and reached the border of being and non-being. He leaned against a barrier, such as barriers are on any frontier, and gazed across, waiting for someone to bring his passport. On this side paced a sentry, just like any sentry on any frontier. Only on his face he had a surgeon's mask. But on the other side there paced another sentry, such as any sentry on any frontier. Only he had no eyes. The wanderer gazed into those eyes, which were not eyes but only two sockets. And it seemed to him as though through them he saw the sky full of stars. But when his passport was brought to him and the barrier was raised, he picked up his case in which he carried his own life and stepped beyond. The sentry took off his surgeon's mask and lighting a cigarette said, "Pity, he was young."